So in the last video, I left you with a problem, 47 plus 18 plus 23. And we've had some responses from our viewers, which I'm going to share with you in just a moment. But before I do, I want to make it clear what we mean by efficiency. It's not about speed maths or getting the answer as quickly as possible. Today I'm going to show you how it's about using flexible thinking with numbers and with strategies so that you can answer a problem if you don't have pen and paper in hand, a calculator, or you simply can't remember a formula. Okay, so we have 47 plus 18 plus 23. Now this solution came from Danny, and he thought very creatively about this. He thought, what if we took the 3 from 23 and gave it to 47 to make 50? Then we'll change 18 to 20, and we'll add the remaining 20 because remember we took the 3 here. And finally we subtract 2. The reason we subtract 2 is we turned 18 to 20 by adding 2. So now we have 50, 20, 20, and I know that's 90, and I subtract 2, which becomes 88. Now to draw the number line, we look at something like this. We place 50 at the beginning, we add the first jump, which is 20, which gets me to 70, plus another jump of 20, which gets me to 90, and we jump backwards 2, which gets to 88. So another way to think of this is by using landmark numbers, where we round the numbers to something easier to work with, where on the abacus string it's the end of a row of colour. So I want to change 47 to 50, 18 to 20, and 23 to 20. And to do this, I add 3 to 47, 2 to 18, and I subtract 3 from 23. And it's important to note this down because later we're going to do the reverse. So now my problem becomes 50 plus 20 plus 20. And remember, we're doing the reverse, so I have to subtract 3, subtract 2, and then add 3. You can see how that links. So I already know that this is 90 from the last example, and to subtract 3 and 2, that's the same as subtracting 5, and then I just add the remaining 3. So we've got 90, subtract 5, which is 85, plus 3 gives me 88. Now for the number line, we locate 50 again, and we jump our first lot of 20, which gets us to 70. We jump another lot of 20, which gets us to 90. And we jump backwards 5, which gets us to 85. And then we jump forwards again 3, which gets us to 88. So now we're looking for numbers that make 10. And here you can see we've got 7 and 3 that make 10. So now I can think of this as 40 plus 10 plus 20 plus 18, and I could split 18 into tens and ones, but I'm going to leave it. So I know 40, 10 and 20 makes 70, plus the 18 gets me a total of 88. Now for the number line, this time I start at 40 and I add my first 10, which gets me to 50. I add 20, which gets me to 70. Then I add 18, which gets me to 88. So finally, we can work left to right. And I'm still using flexible thinking here, so I'm changing 18 to 20. And that means I subtract 2 and I add 23. And this just makes it much easier. So I've got 67 here, and I'm going to subtract the 2 and add the 23, which gets me 65 plus the 23. And I can use my knowledge of tens and ones here to see that it's 88. So there you have it. 4 different paths all leading to the same solution, and it doesn't matter which one you take. There is no right or wrong here, it's whatever makes sense to you. Now if you did something different, I'd love to hear about it in the comments.